do the Lord's Prayer, just a couple of thoughts I had. Oh, my father, Cooper Stanford Stinson. In the late spring or summer of 1943, my dad, Trooper Stanford Stinson, left Grandma after his furlough, heading back to Camp Horton. Walked from the corner over there, walked along this road, heading south, up as far as what we used to call Hopkins store, which was also our post office. My mother walked with my dad as they left a pitch black night, dark, no street lights along here, walked along this road up to Hopkins Hill, and there my dad told my mom, this is far enough for you, go back home. And then he walked on, heading back to Camp Gordon. My mom stayed and listened as my dad's footsteps faded away in the darkness. She stayed, and every once in a while, a little breeze would bring back the sound of his footsteps. Finally, they faded, and she could hear no more. She finally went home. I don't know if she ever saw her husband again, because shortly after that, my dad shipped out to Nova Scotia, and then in September of 43, he boarded a troop ship to England. Stayed there in training, and then on June the 6th, took part in the greatest invasion that ever happened, the invasion of Europe, France's shores in Normandy. He survived that day, lived for an extra month, and then on July the 8th, 1944, in a little town near Bruin, France, my dad gave his life along with 61 other Canadian soldiers that gave their lives that day. A ferocious battle took place. He died there, never returned. My dad wrote some letters while he was away in the army. Some friends wrote home to us, and what I call letters from the war front, a line of communication, letters from the past, and reminding us of his love and his care for us. Among those words that he spoke and wrote in those letters, I looked for one line that said, "Laddie, take care of the kiddies," referring to my older brother Dave, myself, younger brother Leo, my young sister Juanita. Those words in each letter we received, it was a lifeline from our father. Never saw him again, and this happened, this story was related to me by my mom in 1974, 30 years after losing her husband. She finally broke down and cried. She said, "I've never cried before, I fought it back." But that night as we sat together and she told me this story, she finally wept, missing her husband. So to my dad, to all the soldiers that fought in the war, the Lelands, the Gordys, and all these men that left our community to go and fight in the war, I thank you, and I thank God for each and every one. When I think about those letters, I also think about a letter that God wrote to us. In Galatians 4:4, he said, when the fullness of the time was come, he sent his Son. In the well-known verse, John 3:16, God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him would not perish but have everlasting life. So I thank God for all the sacrifices and all the work that people put into making our community safe. And today we enjoy that freedom. We can gather like this and we can say a word of prayer without interference, without fear. Follow with me now as we pray the Lord's Prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil, for thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. God bless you, and may he be with you always. Amen. Thank you, Council.